following contest is a first round match in the Voyageur Cup with a 15-minute time limit.
I gotta take a winner before I record because we don't know how to be quiet. Stand up.
Here we go. Making it rain.
From Pearl City, Hawaii, weighing in at 320 pounds, representing the Hate Keepers, Uncle T, Solomon Tupu.
Solomon Tupu with a huge reaction, making it rain up in this crowd. Very bass-heavy entrance music.
Now, could you imagine the reaction this man would get if he walked into Walmart tomorrow with Jeeps?
And just made it rain with those crisp $100. American $100
American
bills.
dollars. I'm surprised that they let him cross the border with that much cash on him. You're only allowed $10,000.
You got to declare that stuff. Now Solomon made his WPW debut last month. This is going to be his singles debut here.
That's right, we had a taste of what he's like. Now we're gonna see what he's all about.
And he will have his hands full tonight, that's for sure.
From Toronto, Ontario, weighing in at 210 pounds, the Golden Gun, Mark Wheeler!
He will have his hands full because we have a Ontario standout on our hands here. Matt Wheeler, a very accomplished wrestler. Out east.
The Golden Gun, Mark Wheeler, here in WPW, angling for a big victory on his way to the Voyageur Cup and a spot at the museum. This is a huge opportunity for both of these guys.
Wheeler gonna take a little of that money home with him. Why not?
Now, I don't think these two have ever faced off against each other, so we are in for a treat here, a very special matchup.
Gotta imagine this is a first-time encounter.
And Mark Wheeler, I mean, he was off for quite a while with a very serious Achilles injury. He came back beginning of February, unfortunately lost the Alpha 1 Championship, but he's here to get some gold back around that waist.
Now, an Achilles tendon, you rupture that, you hurt that, that could end your career indefinitely.
But
so it just kind of shows the caliber of man that he is to come back from something like that.
And to come back from that and enter a tournament like this on only a month back into things, you know.
Oh, unbelievable. Wow.
What strength.
Unbelievable. What a deal. Now, Wheeler, he is also primarily a tag team wrestler, is he not?
Yes, he does team with Jesse V out in Ontario.
So you got to imagine, he's coming back from an injury. He doesn't have that tag team partner. He's facing Tupu here. He's got his work cut out for him.
Doing around the ring, introducing him to every single turnbuckle. Off the ropes. And Wheeler showing that quickness. Eats a big boot. Ducks the clothesline. Oh, and he is down for the count.
Almost like a bit of a Vader splash there, and then he made it rain. I see why the people like this guy.
Off the ropes. Oh, and Wheeler trips him up. Big drop kick.
That was a veteran move, but Tupu's still standing. Hard to knock a big man like that off his feet.
Slingshot over. Oh, Solomon catches him.
Wow.
Oh, right onto the corner of the ring.
Tupu showing off the guns. He's got strength, money, charisma. He's got what it takes to be a Voyageur Cup champion.
Dropping down the elbow to the top of the head. And I mean, Solomon, he has faced off with some of independent wrestling's best out there. I mean, he went toe-to-toe with Calvin Tankman not too long ago in one hell of a matchup. Wheeler only gets a 1 count there. And Wheeler is really embracing every Toronto stereotype imaginable right now.
Name a couple for me. I've got a couple in my mind, but just...
I don't know if I am able to say them on air, so we'll discuss later.
Not bad, eh? Well, the GTA area is very proud of the accomplishments that Wheeler's been making over the last few years. He's definitely upped his game. He's definitely made himself a top contender out there. He's looking to make a big name for himself here in WPW.
Off the ropes and just kicks him down. And a bow to the crowd. Kick to the lower back of Solomon. And this is what Wheeler has to do. Keep Solomon on the ground. You do not want him to get up, be able to use that strength to his advantage.
Wheeler informing referee Scott Carnegie that he knows the rules. You've got to imagine that he's used to bending them every now and then, but he will never break a rule.
Oh, and throwing the crisp hundreds back in Solomon's face.
That's just insulting. You don't throw a man's money in his face.
Huge slap.
Oh, is that a snot rocket?
Yeah, he just farmer blowed onto his face.
It's not a farmer's blow, it's a snot rocket. Have some respect.
Eats a boot. Oh!
That was beautiful.
That was huge by Mark Wheeler. Oh, that was close.
Referee was a little bit out of position there. I gotta admit, he was a little slow getting there. I don't know if that would have cost him the match or not, but it definitely could have.
And Wheeler is just sizing him up here. Keeping Solomon on the ground.
And do you know how, frustrating that is? When you're trying to keep a big man like that down, and you're hitting him, and you're hitting him, and you're hitting him, and he keeps getting up.
Well, if you're Mark Wheeler, how do you keep him on the ground right now?
That's the problem, is that he has not found that answer.
Solomon blocking it, gets him up for a suplex. Oh, well, Wheeler using that knee, gets out. Oh, and Solomon flips him right over. Huge lariat.
Hey.
There's a lot of force behind that.
Tupu had an answer for everything Wheeler was throwing at him there. And again, how frustrating is that? Everything you do, it has no effect, basically.
You've worked so hard to come back from injury, and you face off with someone like Solomon who has an answer for everything you've thrown at him.
I think he needs to try to sneak a victory here. Hit that schoolboy, hit that crucifix pin, just do something. Pull the tights if you have to. You've got to sneak one off here because you are not going to get the job done one-on-one fair.
Wheeler's eyeing him up. Eats an elbow. Eats a boot. Oh, and Solomon
Eats an ass.
Yeah. Solomon, big missile drop kick.
Oh, no.
Oh, somersault into the corner. And Wheeler kicks out. You got to think Solomon's not happy with that one.
No. Referee, once again, was a little out of position there. Again, they were tied up in the ropes there. Tupu trying to rally the crowd behind him here. bigger man, he's not going to have quite the cardio that Wheeler does.
That's something that Wheeler can really use to his advantage, if he can get that. Sullivan gets him up, eats a few elbows, and one more for good measure. He's rocked.
Wow.
And Wheeler kicks out. That was close.
He had all of his weight distributed on him there. It makes it that much harder to kick out when you've got that much weight pressing your shoulders down like that.
And Sullivan's going for a risky move here.
I'd say it's all or nothing at this point, you know? Sometimes you got to take a risk. Just hope it pays off. That paid off.
A huge splash.
The damage equally done to Tupu on that. Wheeler rolling closer to those ropes. Come on, ref. His foot was on the rope there. General Manager James Corba is going to hear from me after this match, I'll tell you that.
You're going to write a strongly worded letter, aren't you?
That's right. As a Canadian, that's what we do. We write strong letters.
Dear General Manager James Corba. Now, he's only been back for a month, so Wheeler's still trying to get rid of some of that ring rust.
That's true. Like, he might not have the wind in his sails either. They always say that, like, do all the training you want. There's no training like ring training, right? You just can't replicate what it takes to be an athlete in there.
Wheeler with
that
the
was a
counter.
nice reversal.
Sullivan ducks it.
Oh, Samoan drop!
Samoan drop by Sullivan Tupu.
Again, two.
And Wheeler
He
kicks
didn't quite
out.
have his weight distributed on him that time. That was a very, like, desperate pin.
If Sullivan can take advantage of that pinfall, it's going to be tough for Wheeler to kick out.
He hits him with one more of those splashes, it's over.
And he's going back up top.
Wheeler stirring, though.
Getting the referee involved. Oh! And Sullivan gets crushed. Oh, and eats a big kick. Oh!
Nice reverse DDT.
And that's it. Mark Wheeler with a massive victory over Sullivan Tupu.
Your winner of the match, Mark Wheeler!
It wasn't the prettiest, but you know what? He's advancing. That's all that matters. Nobody's going to look at the win-loss column and they're going to be like, well, he had the best match of the night or he won with the best move. No, they're going to say that he advanced to the next tournament, and that's all anybody's ever going to remember.
All that matters was he got the job done.
Yes. You know what? Night one's been so amazing so far. Just imagine the potential dream matches we have on our hands for night two with the winners so far. And we've still got more to come, guys.
Now these next two matches are fixing to be bangers, I'll tell you that much. I'm very excited for this next one. WPW security lined in their pockets with some of those crisp hundreds.
Well, they gotta get paid somehow, right?